welcome to Salt's outdoors in our front yard, such as what you call this a front yard. It's really a strip of grass, but I guess it serves as a yard.
Definitely a strip of grass. But you know, it's ever so much better to mow that way.
That's true.
Yeah, taking care of it is like
About three or four swipes up and down, and you're done. It's that small. But anyway, we're outdoors because we have teenagers inside, and they're having a good time eating sushi, and I don't know what else.
soon to be Big Franks and I don't know, chips maybe.
Yeah, they're going to graduation for the high school. They have some of their friends graduating, and they're going to go there tonight. The university, we did ours several weeks ago, so we've been out, but yeah, sort of been out. I know we had graduated and school was over. I have still been going for a few weeks trying to finish up projects that we still have on the table, and just finished doing a commercial. We were wrestling with AI video, trying to get AI stuff done, and it was quite the education and the experience trying to wrangle AI to do what you want it to do, and that's a whole other topic of discussion of where AI is. Unfortunately, I'm one of the 2 people they've chosen to be AI teachers next year, and so I'm getting prepared and ready to teach a class in AI while my daughter writes anti-AI articles for the newspaper. It causes quite the fun stir of discussion over at the university when people read it and see her name. Wait, isn't that your daughter? Anyway, so all of that, not what we're talking about today. No,
it's not. But I should have been thinking hard. Maybe I could have drawn
worked AI into that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us, Miranda, what are we talking about today?
Well, we're talking about what we talked about in Sabbath school today, or touched on a little bit in Sabbath school.
Just so you know, I was a hideous 16-year-old. I just needed to get that out.
Oh, why? Do you need to share anything else with us, Brett?
I was talking to my brother earlier, and he found an old YouTube channel that he had started decades ago and forgotten about. But on there is the video from the 1980 Christmas at my grandmother's. So I looked at it, and I'm like, oh my word, I was hideous in 1980. My hair was like an explosion in a mattress factory. It was, oh my word, it was, yeah.
I'm sure
bad.
Aspen's made up for it.
Yes, Aspen has totally
She's
made up
cleaned up
for
the
it.
family name for you.
Yes, thank goodness, because wow, that was quite the shocker. I was thin. I was wearing this long sleeve Adidas red shirt because red was my favorite color, and I had a nose twice the size of my face and hair that was wavy, curly, and poofy, and oh man. There will be no more delusions thinking I was a cool teenager. It just wasn't true. Anyway.
Well, I mean, sometimes the truth, it'll set you free.
It set me free. I don't know what freedom I have now, but yeah, it was. We will not be posting those pictures, no. Not without the help of generative AI to make me look much better than I did. That was. Anyway, again, not what we're talking about, but I feel better now that I've unburdened myself.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, good. Okay, yeah. So, the Sabbath school lesson this week was about faith and such. So, of course, we were talking about faith and stuff, and somewhere in there, the word hope was thrown in as well.
Yeah.
Which, of course, reminded me of the verse, that's Hebrews 13:13. And now these 3 remain, faith, hope, and love, but the greatest of these is love. I'm getting ahead of myself. So, yes.
Yeah. There was quite the discussion ongoing in our Sabbath school about the difference between faith and hope, and some people were separating faith and hope, and like, well, hope isn't faith, and hope is, it was just an ongoing, like you read that, faith, hope, and love, and here Paul is on faith, hope, and they're like, hope is outside of God, faith is God, and I'm like, did you not just hear what we read? I'm sorry, it frustrated me. Please, continue.
It was interesting, but it was, as humans do, we put our own perspective on it, our own personal experience to it.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what was happening with the word hope.
Hope. Yeah.
And it's true, like we hope for something, but we know the odds of it happening is usually, it's like the wind. Just like, blows in, blows out, doesn't blow your direction.
Yeah.
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 So hope kind of seemed pretty wishy-washy. But when we put our hope in God, that is true hope. His words are true. And we may have to wait, but we can wait with hope and with faith because God is our only hope, true hope.
Yep.
So going back to Hebrews 13:13, now these three remain, faith, hope, and love, but the greatest of these is love. You know, it may have been on the peripheral of I wonder why love is the greatest of all three of them, but I didn't really stop to think about it. I just took it as a fact and didn't stop to think about why is love the greatest of those three. And, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who already know what I just managed to learn today. But the internet told me, I'm sure you learned that when you went to school, right, Brett?
What?
Why love is the greatest of faith, hope, and love.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Do you want to share then?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll that's so unusual. But, he's probably still reminiscing when he was 16 in the 80s.
Yeah, because
Yes,
there was no love there. That
Yes,
was,
okay.
yeah.
So the internet tells us faith and hope rely on trusting the unseen and awaiting future promises. Once a believer is in heaven and those promises are fulfilled, faith and hope are no longer needed. So basically, love remains the foundation of eternal life. It's there now, and it's going to be there in the future, and because that's who God is. So in the story of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and the fiery furnace, they had faith, hope, and love. And King Nebuchadnezzar, he built a statue of himself, and he wanted everybody to bow down to it. But of course, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego loved God, put their faith and hope in him. But in Daniel 3:17 and 18, it says, "Our God, whom we serve, is able to deliver us from the furnace of blazing fire, and he will deliver us out of your hand, O king. But even if he does not, let it be known to you, O king, that we are not going to serve your gods or worship the golden image that you have set up." And I thought, wow, what an example of faith in God, hope in God, and love for God. And, you know, for us to live out, how does this apply, to our life today? Because most of us aren't being threatened with being thrown into the fiery furnace right this minute, But for us to live out our faith in God, our hope in God, and our love for God is following God, and he makes these footsteps, and it's us putting our footstep in each of his as he walks on ahead of us with his truth and his love and hope for us.
And then I used to always say when I was teaching Bible or pastoring, that faith, hope, and love, and the grace is love, and I would that's a really good thing to go to whenever you don't know what to do. Whatever the loving choice is, choose love, choose forgive, choose to do a loving kindness, whatever it happens to be. And 9 out of 10 times you've made the right choice. And and that's not the easiest thing to do at times. But whatever we're confronted with, and whatever controversy or challenge or challenging people or situations, at least in my own life, it seems that whenever I choose the loving choice, the loving route, as opposed to revenge or, ignoring or avoiding or whatever, choosing the loving option, whatever it was, always had much better long-term results than anything else.
Yes, and then not only that, it changes us as people.
Yeah, and it, so that's one of the things that has the potential to change anybody in the world, is when you choose the loving option. But yeah, there you go. So yeah, that was kind of what we did today in Sabbath school, and kind of what we talked about. But I guess we're here for another week.
2
weeks, another couple of weeks, and then we're off.
Yeah, 2 weeks till the 7th of June.
Yeah, and then I think we're going up to Nebraska for a while.
Yes, you can see Nebraska again, for
Yeah.
those who watch us on a semi-regular basis.
Yeah.
Probably the basement of Colby's house.
But next Sabbath, you'll maybe get some pictures and video of what we do for our birthdays, because our birthdays are next week.
That's true.
And we'll be doing stuff. So.
We have 3 birthdays to celebrate.
That's right. So
Between 2 people.
try the fun. I think we've just got the one thing we're doing that we know of right now.
That we know of right now, yes.
Yeah,
That Brett knows of right now.
Yeah. Going to the gardens.
Yes, because they have
Legos.
a Lego display.
Yeah.
It's really pretty cool. You looked at that, right? Yeah, they're really big.
Yeah. So kind of cool. They did a Lego thing. We did a Lego thing up in Omaha once. Yeah.
But I don't remember it being big Legos like that. I thought they more just had
The regular Legos.
Legos,
They
yes.
built
But
stuff.
they did have a very large display of those.
Yeah. Yeah. So. All right. Well, hope you had a great Sabbath, and tune in next time. There'll be some fun things to share from what we did for our birthdays, and I'm going to say we'll see you next time. But actually, Miranda's going to take you out because we're out here on our own. I have to go actually turn the broadcast off. So Miranda's going to entertain you.
I'm going to entertain you just by sitting here.